RE/MAX of Boulder video podcast. Today we had a great day. It's our 9th annual fall real estate forecast. Chris Wood, the publisher of BizWest, and Jay Kalinski, broker owner at RE/MAX of Boulder, and I'm Duane Duggan. So, Chris, how'd the morning kick off here?
Well, it kicked off with our forecast, both commercial and residential forecast, and I think people got a lot of great information from DB Wilson and Angela Tappel, DB on the residential side, of course, and Angela on the commercial side, and looking for a pretty good 2017, I think.
Yeah, it was great, just all the enthusiasm, and then we did that session, was all great, and then the next session we went to
we had a split session.
Session, right.
We had icons of real estate on the commercial side, and then an issue about the construction defects law on the residential side.
So. Right. Yeah, the construction defects law, that's hopefully something that we can get through at the Colorado Association of Realtors next year, because I saw that the main thing that it didn't go through was that there wasn't enough proof that inventory would increase. I found that very intriguing, because our whole presentation today was really proof that it would increase if it is repealed. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes down to more or less a consensus that it is an issue that does need to be addressed. It's not just one of those red herrings that developers have been using. So I think everybody realizes we have to fix this issue, and hopefully we have the political will and capital this year to really get it through.
Yep. Next, we went on to the Keynote Lunch, and we had some great speakers.
That's right.
there.
We had Tom Thibodeau from the CU Lead School, Real Estate Center at CU Boulder, and John Covert from Metro Study in Denver. And Tom really gave a great forecast, kind of a look at the residential market in the country, but also in Colorado and in the Boulder Valley, and also what mortgage rates might go to, and really looking at the effects of the presidential election with the new Trump administration coming in.
That was interesting.
It was very interesting in how that might kick up interest rates
right.
Going into the next few years. And then John Covert, this was his second appearance at the Boulder Valley Real Estate Conference. He has some great statistics on developed lots and the lot supply, and where therefore home building might go. It's not going to be concentrated in the city of Boulder. It's really going to be out in the eastern part of the county and in Will County. So very good data from John.
Fascinating. Well, if you haven't seen John Covert, definitely check him out somewhere, because he is well worth it.
Yeah, the economists were actually cheerful. You know, just that job in general doesn't have a lot of dynamic speakers, actually, so it's kind of interesting. And then after the lunch session, we moved on to another split session.
Another breakout panel, yeah, and our very own Duane Duggan moderating.
Is it a bubble?
Really good panel, yeah. And so, was it a bubble, Duane?
The panel pretty much concluded that it wasn't a bubble, and they had lots of statistics to stand behind that. So it was very interesting.
It was interesting, because everybody had their own presentation, came at it from slightly different ways, but I think everybody reached the same conclusion. So
right. I thought it was the most interesting part actually was comparing the stats from bubble markets of the past, like Miami and Las Vegas and such.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the commercial?
Well, the commercial session was the fifth version of the fifth session of our Breaking Ground session. So this was the fifth year that we've had that session, where we bring in planning directors from all of the Boulder County cities as well as Broomfield, and they talk about everything that's in the pipeline within their communities, and it's staggering actually. Tens of millions of square feet that is in the development pipeline. Probably 13 million in Broomfield alone. When you look at the 33 square miles or so that encompasses Broomfield, but also in Boulder and Longmont and Lafayette, Louisville, Erie, it's an amazing amount of projects on the commercial side that will be built here in the coming years.
And kind of the theme out of this whole thing was the year of the cranes, right? So how many
right.
cranes was it out there?
I think 18 is what Angela
18 in the city.
In the city alone, yes.
And,
yes.
and
many
dozens more on the outskirts.
And of course, the cranes aren't the bird. It's just
construction cranes.
Construction cranes there. Then we finished up the day with one of the big issues in town, which is affordable
housing.
So,
yeah, fascinating.
That's right, and really focusing on the affordable housing linkage fee. And tonight, City Council is considering at what level to put this new affordable housing linkage fee. So the staff has recommended $15 per square foot for office development. I think a recommendation from Boulder Housing Partners is $12 a square foot, and the forecast is that'll probably be approved at that level. But a great discussion about affordable housing and what responsibility developers have, and then therefore commercial commercial businesses have in terms of boosting the affordable housing stock in the city of Boulder.
Okay.
No, I was just going to say, I thought it was really interesting that there was sort of a consensus between the building community and the affordable housing community that really can't be solved at that level alone, that we really need to get our citizenry involved to step up to acknowledge that this is an issue that can't be solved on the shoulders of business alone. So.
Okay.
That's right.
Chris, overall, I think it's a great conference. Do you want to say anything about some maybe the recordings or PowerPoints that might be available for folks?
We will be having PowerPoints from all of the presentations up on our website here in the next couple of days, probably by the end of the week. So if you missed DB's presentation or Angela or any of the other presentations, you'll be able to find them on our website. And one that'll be very interesting is the Breaking Ground session, where you get that rundown that I mentioned of every commercial project that's in planning right now.
Right, I'm very excited about looking at that one because I was at the other session.
That's right.
Then, so
That's right.
that will definitely be high on my list to check out. So, gentlemen, thank you for another successful
Thank you, Duane.
event. Appreciate
you,
it all.
Thank
And
you, Jay.
we look forward to next year's. It'll be the 10th. We'll have to have an anniversary party.
Absolutely.
This time next year. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Remax Boulder Video Podcast. Duane Duggan signing off.